You've probably seen the word Ragnarok around in various media, such as movies and games. The word comes from medieval Nordic and means roughly the fate of the gods and is sometimes translated more poetically as twilight of the gods. Ragnarok is the term used to define the beliefs of the ancient Nordics, also known as Vikings. In other words, the way the Vikings believed that the universe would come to an end. Just as Christians have their view of the apocalypse, these peoples had this view centered on Ragnarok. They were peoples who inhabited the northern European region, also known as Scandinavia, during the Viking Age, which spans from 793 to 1066. From these navigations, the Vikings expanded their presence to other regions, such as the British Isles, Normandy, Iceland, and others. For the Old Norse, Ragnarok was basically a succession of tragic events and conflicts that would lead to the end of the universe and the power of the ruling gods. After this succession of events, a new order would be reborn with a new world populated by humans and gods that survived Ragnarok. In the Norse vision, during Ragnarok, a series of battles would take place between mythical beings and the gods, and after these, the universe would be set on fire by Surtur and his army of fire giants. These battles would be fought by Loki and his armies consisting of ice giants, fire giants, and their children against the gods, led by Odin at the head of the Einherjar. The events of Ragnarok would be preceded by a period of 3 successive winters that would give the prelude to the coming destruction and chaos. This cycle of 3 winters was called Fimbulvetr, long winter, in Old Norse. And according to the Norse prophecies, it would be a period of chaos and great violence. This set of events was recorded in a poem known as Völuspá, the seer's prophecy. Brothers will fight and kill each other. Children of their own sisters will sin together. Sick days among men, in which sins of sex shall increase. An age of the axe, an age of the sword, shields will be broken. An age of the wind, an age of the wolf, before the world falls dead. During Fimbulvetr, the sun and moon, eternally pursued by 2 wolves named Skoll and Hati, would finally be reached and devoured by these beasts. Finally, after these signs, the sons of Loki would be directed to the final battle in Midgard, the land of men. First, Fenrir, the giant wolf, would be freed from his chains. Then Jormungandr, the serpent of the world, would leap from the sea and march onto the earth, and Hel, mistress of the world of the dead, would go to Midgard. They were all sons of Loki with a giantess, who was called Angerboda. The armies led by Loki, besides his sons, would count on Hymir, leader of the ice giants, who would head to Midgard aboard the Naglfar, the ship built with the nails of dead men. Surtur, leading the fire giants, would walk across the Bifrost bridge that connects Midgard to the home of the gods, Asgard, and would destroy the Rainbow Bridge. During all these episodes, Yggdrasil, the ash world that united and sustained the new worlds, as the Norse believed, would be shattered. Then, Loki's armies would be gathered at Vigrid, the site of the final battle. The gods would be summoned to the fight after the signal given by Heimdall, the guardian of the Bifrost, who would sound his horn calling them to battle. In this battle, Odin would be devoured by Fenrir. The wolf would then be killed by Odin's son Vidar. Thor would fight the world serpent and kill it, but then be killed by its venom. Loki and Heimdall would battle each other and kill each other. Finally, Surtur would set the entire universe on fire. The universe, however, would rise from the ocean with a green and fertile earth, and a couple of humans named Lif and Lifthrasir would survive and repopulate the earth. The surviving gods, sons of Odin and Thor, would inherit the place of the old gods, together with Balder and Hodr, who would be reborn from the world of the dead. This succession of events, which was part of the Norse belief in the end of the world, has been bequeathed to historians in 2 important documents. First, in the Prose Edda, written by the Icelandic poet and historian Snorri Sturluson in 1220. This work systematized in a linear fashion all the facts of Norse mythology from creation to the final battle. Another important source is the Poetic Edda, of unknown authorship and consisting of a series of Norse poems that narrate different events and myths involving the Norse gods. This work considerably expands the knowledge about Norse mythology and was first located on an Icelandic farm in the 17th century. Don't forget to like and share the video. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about mythology and other subjects. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.